Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Ion Color Brilliance Demi Permanent Hair Color, and this is in the color 9NA, which is very light ash blonde. With spring hopefully on its way soon, I felt like sort of freshening up my highlights, and I went in and lightened up my highlights a bit. So right now this is what my hair looks like after adding in some more highlights and just lightening it up a bit. So it is a pretty light blonde color with a little bit darker on top, and as you can see there is a bit of warmth to it, which I don't mind too much. But I don't know if you can tell in this light, but it's a little bit of like a peachy, not really a yellow color, but a little bit of a peachy color. So I did want to try the ash Demi Permanent colors. I don't usually go towards ash because I don't mind having warmth in my hair, but I did want to do a review on it and just see how it turns out, because I do typically steer away from ash just because I've had experiences with toners where it's turned my hair looking kind of green, and I really don't like that. So if you all have been around on my channel, have seen my other hair videos, then you know I really don't like toners. I think they're super harsh on your hair and they just kind of wash out really quickly and leave sort of a nasty looking like greenish color behind oftentimes. Probably not all the time, that's just been my experience. So I do typically like to just go in with a Demi Permanent hair dye, and I've used the Wella hair dye, I've used Madison Reed's, and I've done videos on both of those. I've also used the Ion Color Brilliance Demi Permanents, but I haven't tried this specific color. I've tried it in level 8, I think it was neutral, and then I wanted to just try the ash out today, so that's what I'll be doing. So I actually got 2 boxes because I have a ton of hair and usually 1 box is not enough. I'm gonna see if I can get by with 1, but I'm probably gonna need to do both boxes. So all you need to do is mix 1 part of the hair dye with 2 parts of 10 volume developer, and that is what I'm gonna do right now. So let's go ahead and get started. So obviously to start, you want to wear a shirt you don't care about, and you can see that I've already worn this shirt before in doing my hair, so yeah, pick a shirt you don't care about. First thing I'm going to do is put on some gloves to protect my hands, and then I got this bottle from Sally's, just like a mixing bottle, and it already has the measurements on it, so I'm going to fill it up. So I'm going to put 4 ounces of the developer and then 2 ounces of the hair dye, which is 1 of these little tubes. So this says here for toning, you only need to keep it in for about 10 to 15 minutes, but for enhancing, then you need to leave it in for 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm probably going to go somewhere in between that. I would definitely recommend doing a strand test before doing your whole head, but I've just played around with dye enough that I'm not too worried about it, because I know this is a Demi Permanent. It will wash out after a while, and I can always cover it up with a different color because this is a lot more gentle on your hair, so that's why I'm not doing a strand test, but I would recommend it to you, especially if you're new at doing your hair. Try not to drip it on your cabinets. If you're trying to cover up brassiness on your hair, be sure to always go about 1 level darker than what you're trying to cover up, or at least the same level. So if your brassiness is like a level 8, you're going to want to get at least a level 8 Demi permanent hair dye and not try to go like a level 10 or a level 9, because it doesn't lighten your hair at all, it just covers it up. So you need to stay at the level that it is or a little bit darker, and it will help cover up any brassiness. And like I said, I don't have a ton of brassiness that I'm trying to cover up. I do have a bit of warmth, and that's why I'm trying to do the ash color, but a lot of my strands are probably already a level 9, so that's why I went ahead with the level 9.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need right here. Make me.
Alright, so I think my hair is saturated enough. I only used 1 tube. Normally I use 2, but I did cut my hair recently, so it's a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner, because I also thinned it out. I have super thick hair, so that really does help with it. But I'm going to actually just stop here with 1 tube, and I'm going to let it process for 20 minutes. I'm going to wash it out and style it, and we'll see what it looks like. Hey everyone, so this is the next day. I didn't have time to film the after since I had to go to work yesterday, but this is the next day and I've already styled it and everything, and this is what it looks like. And I'll try to show you the back. So I'm just going to be perfectly honest. It's not that I don't like it, but it wasn't quite what I expected it to turn out to be. And what I was trying to do was brighten up my highlights, and I wasn't trying to lighten the rest of my hair at all. And I don't know, I'll have to compare the before and after when I go to edit, because I don't know if it actually looks lighter. It might look a little darker because it is a little more ashy tone. But I feel like because there is a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in the developer, even though it's 10 volume, there is still a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in it. So I feel like it actually did lift my roots a little bit, which shouldn't be a shocker at all, but I just haven't had that experience in the past when I've used other colors, and that's probably because I've always used darker colors, I think. Like I've always gone a level darker than my hair is, just to kind of cover up some of that warmth. But this time I had redone my highlights, and I didn't want to go any darker because I didn't want to just cover them up. I wanted to just, you know, brighten them up a little bit, and then I wasn't too concerned with toning down the warmth, but it wouldn't have mattered if it toned it down a little bit. But because I normally go darker, I probably don't notice that it does lift the roots just a little bit. So I feel like, and I don't know, let me try to get closer. Like I feel like it may have lifted the roots a little bit, so I feel like it gave me sort of an all over color, which is probably what you want normally in a hair dye, but I wanted the distinction between the highlights and the color, and I don't think it totally took away the highlights, but I did feel like it was more of just kind of all one color more than I wanted. But I don't hate it. I think it is a very pretty color, and yeah, I don't hate it. It's not like hugely different, but if we look at the before and after, I think my highlights were a bit more noticeable. So I think next time, if you want my honest opinion, if you're trying to just get an all over color and you like this color, then definitely go for this color, the Ion 9 in A, and I will link it all below. But if you're looking to not lift your roots at all and not lift your base color at all, but just kind of brighten up your highlights, I might suggest to go with something like Madison Reed's Toning Glaze that doesn't have any hydrogen peroxide or any Ammonia, which you know I really don't like ammonia. I always steer clear of that whenever possible. So I did a review on them, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I'll link that here in the video if you want to check that one out. But I think next time I want to brighten my highlights, I'm gonna try something like that. If y'all know of another either dye or toner that doesn't contain ammonia or hydrogen peroxide, let me know. Those are really hard to come by. I've tried the Blond Brilliance before. I did not like it. Like, they have an ammonia free version. I don't know if it's hydrogen peroxide free. I didn't like it, so don't bother suggesting that one. But if you know of anything else besides Madison Reed that's maybe a little cheaper, let me know and I'll do a review of that, because Madison Reed is a little bit pricey. I think it's around like $25, and I have a lot of hair, so last time I used 2 bottles. So $50, I don't know, that's just a lot. Like, we're doing our hair at home because we're trying to save money, or we're just having fun doing it. So I don't know if I want to spend that much regularly. The other thing I might do is just, you know, when I highlight my hair, just leave it how it is and not really put anything over it. Maybe just use like a purple shampoo. Yeah. So, but like I said, I'm not super disappointed. I do like the color. I just wish it hadn't lifted the rest of my hair, which, like I said, I should have known it could do, but I wasn't used to that since I always went a level darker. So I feel like it kind of made the rest of my hair, like in between my highlights, go like half a level lighter, if that's possible. And so it all just kind of blends together, which is good because it probably covered up all of my blotchy job at highlighting, but I don't know. Alright, well that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this review, definitely let me know by giving it a thumbs up or in the comments below. If you have any product suggestions that you would like to see me try out on my hair or on my skin, I do love doing beauty product reviews of any type. So if you do have any product reviews that you'd like to see me do, whether that's on my hair or makeup or skin product, let me know in the comments and I would be happy to do another review. I hope y'all are doing really well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!